Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Loop Hero, where today I think we're basically just going to keep doing what we were doing yesterday, right? Like, we have a plan that is producing tiny bits of time. At least we have an idea of how to form another mage enemy now. And then we're halfway to the 3 Orbs of Unity that we're going to need for our Alchemist tent. We need at least 3 of these Astral Orbs too, which is going to be a real problem, right? Because we need 2 for this, and then we need 1 for the upgrade to the... Is it the Gymnasium? Yes, okay. And then on top of that, we still need more expansion stuff, and I think we have good tools for getting Orbs of Expansion. And honestly, I'm enjoying the Rogue at the moment. I don't think we really need to make any changes at all. Yeah, I'm comfortable with this. So we really want some early bookeries. That would be very helpful. Arsenal, just go somewhere. Should probably actually equip one of these weapons, huh? Oh, look, our graphic changed for a healing potion. Sort of a Dead Cells style. We're going to have a different shape for each level of that. So, if we know that we get extra value out of doubling a thicket, that it is better than just running the river adjacent to 2 different thickets. I'm trying to think, like, how does that change the way we should shape our river? Because we definitely want to curl it around a group of thickets, but I'm wondering if there's even a more efficient shape available. Like, if you make a 2x2 of thickets and run the river around... If you had a corner of thickets, like in this formation, and you ran the river around it like that, it would double up this corner. So I'm wondering if, like, little 2x2 squares of thicket connected with the river just snaking around them, because you're going to get a lot more thickets doubled up with a lot fewer river tiles that way. It's probably better to just have a straight line of thickets down the middle with the river wrapping around it if you get that many river tiles, which I guess we did last time. All right, let's just do it that way. So we'll put down the thickets here, and we'll just try to do the wrap around. And I'll maybe do some sketches off camera between episodes to see if I can figure out a shape that I like better. It's an interesting kind of challenge, though. I really enjoy these sorts of, like, positional building challenges in games, right? This is a lot of what I think is so great about A Feast for Odin, and just, like, it's just fun to build stuff on a grid if you are, you know, whatever kind of nerd I am. Is there a name for the thing that's wrong with me? Where do we want this? So I guess the actual question is, where might we want to put vampire mansions? Because I don't necessarily want vampiric skeletons around. So, like, we're probably thinking, like, this is a pretty good place for a bookery, that's a pretty good place for a bookery. I don't know. I'm just going to put it over here. Sort of away from all of the really rich spots for other stuff. Because I do want to fight skeletons for their delicious skeleton loot. I don't know where they get it. Is the idea that they were buried with the loot, and then they rise with... Who's burying people with valuable weapons and armor? You know who needs that stuff? The living. Oh, right, but my plan of build a single line of thickets to wrap around is less interesting, or is less effective, if we also need to burn a significant number of forests, but not all of our forests, in order to get magic damage. So I think we're probably still going to actually do this. I'll put all the thickets on this side. We'll run the river, run the river around them. Man, but actually, maybe I want the river to be doubling the magic damage. Right, especially if we have a significant number of attack speed ups still available to us. All that magic damage could be really valuable. Maybe. So 3% attack speed versus 20 more magic HP? I'm actually not sure what the better play is there. I guess let's take the offense, you know. Offense is usually the best defense. None of these weapons are any good. That'll work. Okay, not terrible. First round loot, not amazing. Yeah, I should maybe have come up with like a real plan here. So, we determined that it doesn't matter whether you burn a forest or a thicket, right? The burned forest is the same. Where do we want chrono crystals? I guess we could just do it here. Just double like 5 tiles up. I don't want to put it in one of these positions because I want to save those for the bookeries rather. You just get to be somewhere. Show me spiders. We were doing a pretty good job gathering resources yesterday, and that was before we had the better potions. So I have high hopes here. Unfortunately, if we're out here really like trying to gather very rare resources, it does seem kind of counterproductive in such a case to also attempt to be fighting the boss, right? To be seeing the boss. You don't want to see the boss on a run where you got valuable stuff. Do I want to just put the treasury in here to get wrapped around by the river? It's one fewer forest that'll get contributed to, but if I don't do it that way, where am I going to put this treasury where it's actually going to get built out? I guess I could put it over here and we'll, build stuff around the road. Yeah, that's, I guess, not terrible. That might work. And then we'll end up running the river to the north of it anyway, eventually. Okay. So, river... or, village. I think, like, vampire mansions in the crooks, the little crooks where they're lighting up 2 corners probably makes sense. I guess let's just put it right here. We'll get a quest out of it immediately. Definitely not ready to place a storm temple yet. A little bit bummed out by our lack of bookery. So critical damage up versus... Okay, I'll take the counter. Is this better? Maybe. The answer is maybe. And then, like, obviously we do that thing. Yeah, a lot of, like, very unimpressive gear here. Stuff that is totally fine. I think I would rather have the counter. Especially since we actually have a reasonably high-level necklace on. Our real HP is less likely to get touched after this battle, where, of course, we started the battle with the lower magic HP value. What is an old painting? Oh, okay. That's actually fairly compelling. Obviously, I guess there's a lot of runs where you're not doing that thing, though. What do you think? Yeah, this should be fine, right? And in fact, if we're planning to put a bookery down there, it's actually nice to have enemies on the corners in between the bookery spaces. Because that way you can swap out some cards, get something you actually want to play, and then get more cards so that you still have things to swap. But we're going to have a hard time collapsing a bookery if we don't see one before, wave 6 or loop 6 or something. Wow, the skeleton is apparently just a much better fighter than most of our enemies. Alright, still kind of thinking about Vampire Mansion right there. Gosh, I sure would love a Vampire Mansion, though. So it still is not 100% clear to me what makes the Vampire Mage spawn. My initial thought was that it was because there was a library next to one of those fake villages. You know, vampires love villages in the fiction and stuff. But and the knowledge, obviously, from the bookery. But now I'm wondering if I maybe should have gone back and watched the footage. I don't know for sure if that was in range of a vampire mansion that thing happened. Alright, whatever. I'm going to put this down here. Yeah, I think we'll survive this, and we want the orbs of expansion from fighting them. And then we can put down an outpost. Actually, this sucks. This is exactly where I want to put this outpost. Put the outpost down here and have it help me fight skeletons, I guess? Yeah, because I really don't want to do this. I want the bookery there. And we'll just do this through sheer force of will. It is a little bit scary, especially when they get back up like that. Kill the vampire quickly. There we go. That's gotta help. So heal after a kill. Here receives less damage for every enemy after the second. Lethal weakness is very strange to me. I guess it's if you're fighting the boss, it's a good way to potentially blow the boss up in a very serious way, but I think this is good. Little bits of healing will really add up over time. Do we want another cemetery? I mean, I like fighting more enemies for more loot. I guess, yeah, let's put down another cemetery, but like, do I want to space it out from these ones to give myself time to heal from the more difficult fights? Yeah, let's say yes. Let's do it that way. Where to accelerate the ooze spawns? We don't have any other, we don't have any friendly tiles that care about a day's passing, right? I don't think so. I guess we could do it over here just to build out the treasury a little bit, because I don't know if we have a plan for this treasury otherwise. Right, we have to make sure we fill these in. I guess this could be an outpost. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to do this mostly mostly to advance the treasury. This is a lot of enemies in real quick succession here. Alright, killing the vampire first is going to make it a little bit unlikely, I guess, that we get the, it's going to make it less likely that we get the Orb of Expansion, right? Because the chance for getting those is based on the total number of enemies you fight during a battle, but it was probably still smart. Because we are in some considerable danger here. I wonder if, when the guy does that, I wonder if he counts as a second enemy, for the purposes of determining that. We did get our orb. Oh, right. I put the vampire mansion in a place where it's going to make vampire spiders. That's a pretty dangerous thing to do. Alright, we finally got our bookery. Honestly, our dude is holding up better than I thought he was going to. Okay, so do we want to just throw the bookery down here? Yeah, I like this, because this'll... The fight here, and any battles that happen there, will give us a better sense of whether it's collapsed bookery near Vampire Mansion that causes the Vampire Mage. I mean, that makes a lot of intuitive sense, doesn't it? And then... Chrono Crystals... I want the outpost here more than ever, so let's not mess with that. And I guess just like down here is fine, right? We're just trying to make more oozes appear. If I put it here, we're going to get more skeletons. But you know what? With the outpost, maybe that's actually okay. And this way we get 4 tiles worth of boosting. And where else do I want to see vampires? I suppose potentially... This would have been a good place for a mansion if I didn't put crystals there. I guess, like... This is a little scary. Yeah, I don't know if there's a particularly compelling spot for a second one of these. I suppose just like over... This will make vampire spiders all the time, but I'm going to try to be brave about that. We just took apart a group of vampire spiders in a pretty compelling way. You know what I don't know is, do those guys 100% counterattack on counters? Like, is getting counterattacks... I guess, actually, I don't even know if we can counterattack off of one of their counterattacks either. This has gotta be... Wow, it is remarkable how much less magic HP it has than a level 5 Grey, though. Still, with the evasion and everything, yeah, that's gotta be right. You're almost certainly a winner. Critical damage. Maybe not. This is 13% evasion. Yeah. Alright, only one new weapon, but it sure is an upgrade. 11% crit chance. It's just wonderful. So 335, 5% crit. That is a lot of HP. But we don't need the raw HP as much as we need the offensive stats, I think. Yeah, okay. I think this is how we're doing it. I think the way the arsenal changes your thief play is, or your rogue rather, rogue play is really interesting. Is this too much? I don't know. I guess we're gonna find out. So do I want to... I think we probably want to wait until this line of trees is complete before we throw down the Storm Temple. So we'll just start the wraparound here. I'm going to throw one thicket on this side of the line because I do not remember if thickets burn to exactly the same thing as forests, so we're going to just test that. We're going to just find out. Is there a better place to put an outpost than this? I guess this is relevant for exactly the same reason. Oh, but this one helps advance the treasury. That is an important goal. And then you... Sure. It really is remarkable how quickly you get through those with a little bit of help. Does the outpost say on it... Spawns an assistant... Okay. It does not say on it that they won't help you fight the boss in the same way that the, you know, the watchtower does. So I assume that they would, in fact. Yeah, just reshuffle all those. Okay, there we go. An outpost in another village. That's, like, almost exactly what I would have wanted. Should I hold some cards? I'm going to hold on to this forest for a moment. So let's go ahead and throw the outpost down there, and then just village kind of wherever. I guess prior to this area, just to get some health back. Does it matter where we put it? Probably not. I'm just going to put it right there. Alright. What do we want to keep? I want to keep a river. Well, let's reshuffle the rest of these. Okay, I'm comfortable letting those all go. Of course, now we can reconfigure things a little bit. Plus 1% HP for passing the campfire, but max HP is lowered by 2% from the base amount. That doesn't really seem like a big deal. That's a very small loss for the amount of extra healing it'll be. Ooh. I think I'm gonna take Gift of Blood. We're at 28% crit chance right now. and with a pretty significant amount of bonus attack speed, so we'll be rolling that die a lot. I think that's actually going to turn out to be pretty great for us. So let's go ahead and play an outpost. I do want there to be an outpost. You know what? I'm going to put it here to help defend against the bandits. And then, like, definitely want the river. I think I'm cool reshuffling the spider cocoon. So we'll do this. Okay, we definitely don't want to get our treasury reshuffled. Although, actually, I don't know if a treasury is going to be any good for us here. We may find that we have a lot of difficulty completing it. I guess I could just lay it here. Yeah, we'll figure it out. Okay, and then where do I want to put a village? If I play a village, it's not, like, if we only recycle 2 cards on the next thing, it's not going to actually change the number of activations it takes to finish the bookery, right? Yeah, 12 and 15 are different numbers from in a case where we can spend up to 3 cards per pass. So maybe I do in fact just hold on to this. But like villages though. Right? That doesn't seem right. It seems like we should definitely get that established. Maybe just over here somewhere? I'll put it between the cemeteries. Oh no, sorry, this is already at 14. It's going to go down to 12 or 11, which are not different numbers. They're not critically different. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty capable here. I feel like we've got a pretty strong build running. That is a lot of river. I guess the away from the road tiles are so common. You get so many of them over the course of a run that I guess you really don't have to worry about not having enough river to do the wraparound thing. Okay, so I'll keep pushing that attack speed. That said, I may have dramatically overcommitted us a little bit here. Okay, so that's going to produce just a tremendous amount of attack speed. I'm not actually paying attention. Are we burning out our attack bar? We must be, right? I am noticing that it jumps back up pretty sharply sometimes. It's hard to tell because numbers keep coming off of us and obscuring the bars. So I do not feel 100% sure of what's happening. This is really ugly. I don't know, honestly, this Chrono Crystal might just be bookery fodder. In fact, yeah, I'm not going to play any of this stuff right now. Yeah, feeling pretty okay about that. So I guess just more attack speed. I mean, definitely, the space in the bottom left is... Oh, did I built a forest over the space that I was going to put the Storm Temple, didn't I? I was thinking, oh, we got to complete the line. Well, we can draw an Oblivion. We do have Oblivion in our pool. And I can fix it that way. This spawns a warrior every 2 days, so Chrono Crystal's here to accelerate that. Would actually have a negative effect on us. We could, like, put this down. And then this could be, like, an outpost, maybe? Alright, and we've still managed to not even get a single mage enemy out. So no time at all for us. This seems like a pretty damn good weapon, though. Obviously, crit chance is a big deal for us right now. So 23 to 35 versus, wow. The amount of damage difference is really extraordinary. Replacing our lower tier weapon does lose us 11 crit chance. Like, especially with the blood lightning, that feels maybe like not a good idea. Then again, differences in our base damage are significant with both the crit chance and the attack speed. Like, very significant. I'm not sure. I'm not sure at all what the right thing to do is there. Does any of our current armor maintain our crit chance? No, none of the new stuff does. I might just hold off on upgrading our armor, though. Oh, right, we started that battle with no magic HP because my amulet was gone. It must have gotten bandited. Stupid bandits. I mean, this does have damage to all on it, and obviously damage to all is more compelling as your attack speed goes up. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. And I think I'm just gonna hold on to 11% crit chance. I think that's too much. Too much to let go. I appreciate that the spiders are overspawning the wooden warriors on that tile. That's very helpful. And hey, we picked up like half of an orb of unity here without even really thinking about it very much. So let's go ahead and forest that, and I probably should Oblivion this. Do I want to drop any of this stuff? No, I'm comfortable with any of this getting bounced. Yeah, we'll do that. Do we want a third bookery? Is that actually a useful thing? No, probably not. I'm gonna let that go. Do we want to Oblivion anything before this Oblivion gets turned into something else? Is there anything that I'm not happy with the presence of? Because we could remove one of these fake villages. We could remove the bandit camp, potentially. Although I guess I don't think it's necessarily all that dangerous. With us having an outpost available and everything. Bandits are really annoying, though. That thing where they break your gear totally sucks. Yeah, you know what? I am gonna trash that. Ooh, definitely don't want those getting recycled. Okay, yeah, I did remember correctly. Thickets and forests turned into the same burned forest. And then... certainly want to play a village. Yeah, doesn't much... I said no! Doesn't much matter where. I do like the Rat Wolf. This allows me to... maybe keep some loot I would otherwise lose, but also, Rat Wolf. I'm taking the Rat Wolf. I like him very much. Alright. None of my important gear got destroyed because they were mostly fighting the outpost guy, which I really appreciate. So... may as well put a thicket down there to get doubled by the river. And then, like... we're going to use river tiles to close the rest of this off and then run the river above that, probably. So I guess, like, do I want to place these forests even? I mean, we may as well. We have 3 other cards that I'm comfortable recycling. Yeah. I am definitely somewhat doubtful that we could finish another treasury here. Were we to try, I guess over here, like after the river builds all the way along the top of the map, maybe it would be useful here. That feels unlikely to me. We could build it over here and put more stuff. Okay, yeah, maybe that's sensible because like we could potentially build an outpost there and yeah. Okay, that might be completable. And at this point, do I want to just use my forests for that? I do want to have 3 cards to reshuffle, I guess. At this point, we actually do need to hit that bookery with a full supply of cards each time we hit it to make sure that it collapses on the next loop as early as possible. We can actually start fighting some damn mages. Also, does it feel like this bar charges up way, way slower on this chapter than it does on the other ones? I feel like we didn't need to place so many cards before. And I guess we may as well finish running the river along here. Because we could now drop drop a thing to finish that treasury at any time. And it could, like, be a storm temple that we intend to Oblivion later or something like that. So what do we want to... I still need to figure out, I still need to try to feel out what I think the best attack speed percentage is. Oh, I think our attack bar is recovering a significant chunk when we get hit, maybe? I think that might have been what was happening there. It's like, in theory, the best amount of attack speed is the amount that keeps you always just barely not running out of Grey Bar, right? Just keep running the river. Probably want to play more villages. You can never have enough villages. I guess we're going to start covering up the spaces that we're spawning oozes on. And we do still need a lot of shapeless mass. Yeah, I guess we can just do it here. It feels a little silly to do it right after the campfire. Like, this is the place where we are least likely to need the healing. So, yeah, I don't know. Over here is fine. We'll put it right after that cemetery. My damage output is, like, pretty okay. That's that's how I would describe it at this point. Do spiders go into villages? I don't know, whatever. Either way, I think that's the right thing to do. Alright, a thicket right here is pretty effective. And then, yeah, we're going to want to probably burn some more, right? Like maybe a storm temple in this location is sensible. We're spawning a large enough number of enemies that going into battle with the Storm Temple effect above us is not even really that unreasonable. I don't know that we... I guess we should play some of these. There's no sense in not playing the thickets. We'll wrap the forest around that. Feeling pretty okay. Even more village. Looks like spiders maybe don't spawn on those. Here, even more village. Alright, so I think this is the loop when we should start seeing things, we should start seeing these transform, right? Right now, they're all still ransacked villages, but we're about to hit the campfire. I think that's going to change. I think I'll put an outpost here to help defend against the bandits, or we could just Oblivion that village. I don't have an Oblivion now, but that could be the plan. Yeah, you know what? Maybe let's outpost here, like I was saying. Like the smart thing to do might be. And then... if I'm planning to run the river down like this... I guess we can have it surround this treasury a little bit. And there's a lot of stuff here that I am probably okay with burning. We can use these forests to work on the treasury, I guess. Because we totally are going to complete these. Okay, so that flipped 2 of the vampire villages. This one we placed considerably later, I think. 7% crit chance. We lose just a little bit of defense. That seems like a huge upgrade. Really, really good draw. Ooh, wow. Yep, a little bit of evasion, but a lot of good stats. Crit chance up. Magic HP doesn't really change. We lose 5 damage to all. I do like the crit chance up. We're above half crit chance. I think that is one of our most important stats. At this point, I am unlikely to to make stat changes that lower our amount of crit chance. Which is to say, I think we're good. I think this is all the changes we want to make. And fortunately, crit chance is a way of scaling damage against the wooden dummies that doesn't scale damage right back at us, right? Because they don't... Their damage reflection is not based on how hard we hit them. So we haven't actually cashed in any of these... Oh, hey, that's nice. We haven't cashed in any of these treasuries. Should I? Should I? I guess one of our weapons is pretty out of date. Once we do that, we're going to start fighting gargoyles, but, like, I'm not afraid of gargoyles. Okay, we did not get a weapon, sadly. Yeah, I don't think either of those are particularly compelling. At some point, we're going to want to, like, leave the map, though, so we do have to start cashing those in. Is there anything else that we don't potentially want recycled? I mean, I don't particularly care about the forests. What am I going to put here? I guess what I'd really like is for it to be another outpost, frankly, because we still have bandits coming off to this road tile. Alright, books, finally. Yeah, at this point, outposts are definitely, like, one of the things I am looking for the most. And so it's harmless to put spiders down here. And also, this would not be a valuable place to outpost. Yeah, let's crack it. Additional treasury. Okay, well, I guess we can just run the river down between these two. And then... put down some forests around them. So yeah, if I have the river wrap like that, then here and here... I guess I should be saving the spaces that are adjacent to where the river will be for thickets, potentially. I don't actually want to play a cemetery. Chronocrystalling here is not... It's not going to change our number of spiders very much, right? Yeah, I'll just go ahead and do that. Because I think we're already hitting the spider cap most of the time on most loops. Do I want to just Oblivion a bandit camp? Yes. I don't want them breaking my stuff. And then more villages. Always more villages. Where will we potentially need healing? Honestly, we might be okay on healing. I'm gonna put it here. I don't really want to obliterate those spider spawns. Like, we're still getting value out of fighting those spiders. I don't know. I think I'm going to break down and just put it right after the camp, even though we almost certainly won't get any value from it there. Alright. We're doing okay. Do I want to hold on, though? Like, I think we do want to place that outpost there, but maybe we do it after I complete this loop? Nah, you know what? We're mostly breaking these for the resources they yield, not for the actual, like, loot they're giving us. So this would be a loss of 5% crit chance at a pretty significant damage boost. Ooh. This is also a significant damage boost, and we don't lose as much crit, though. Yeah, I like that. And then it's hard to imagine wanting to pull any of this other stuff down. We would get 1 crit chance out of this change. And it doesn't even... Wow, man, maybe I am downgrading our max HP by 170? No. That's too small of a benefit for that. What am I talking about? So, okay, we did get a Vampire Mage in this tile. It is absolutely Vampire Mansion near Abandoned Bookery. I mean, that makes sense. That was the most sensible possibility there. I feel like it has been a long while since we have seen a Storm Temple. I guess, you know what, actually, I'm gonna run Forest down this line, and I'm gonna Storm Temple down here. Just add some more real attack damage. This may as well be a thicket. I don't want to get too ahead of myself here, but this might be the run that we stay in longer than we have stayed in any other run. I'm feeling, like, quite powerful here. Outpost there to help with the fake village. I mean, honestly, we don't really... I don't know where I want to put an outpost. I think we're going to just hold on to it for a minute. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and get that ready. Because I feel like we're getting powerful faster than the enemies are. At this point, not only are we in a good position, but our position is getting better relative to theirs. After losing 20% of max HP, hero evades all attacks for 2 seconds, healing, or... Ooh, pickpocket. What's our counter percentage right now? It is none. We have none counter. Okay, that does make this less compelling. I assume you steal a resource shard of whatever type that enemy normally drops. This could be really good for us. I'm going to take it, and we're just going to try to get some counter. Oh, that is lovely. That is so much metal. Alright, so... Yep, we're going to continue to build this out. I'll put an outpost down there. That seems okay. And then villages? Get more village. I was kind of hoping that the bandit camp was going to appear here so that we could outpost there and deal with it. Do I want to put down a vampire mansion? Like, okay, we have this abandoned bookery over here, and it is not producing vampire mages for us, and we should change that. And I think it's okay to put a mansion here, so we'll get vampire mages on just this space. No, this is right. We'll do it like that. I'm a little scared of all that, but we're still like those are the fights where we are still taking damage even with our extremely good stats. But I think it's gonna be okay. Do I need to potentially heal here? Probably not. No, probably not, given all of the healing that comes right after that. So for all this work, we have a single... Oh, sorry, I didn't even look at all of our loot from the loop over. Crit damage up. I don't think that's very compelling. Damage to all with a solid chunk of attack speed is certainly cool. 7% crit damage chance, but no, it's a level 5. I don't think the stats on that are very interesting. Defense. Some counter percentage is cool, but I don't want to lose 6% crit chance. Yeah, I don't think we're actually making any of these changes. So this trades out... Oh, this gains me crit damage chance. It trades out attack speed for crit damage chance. And also, we lose damage to all, though. Like, I actually don't think that's a good idea. Okay, I'm taking some significant damage some of the time here. And we're actually pretty close to, we're pretty close to filling up the boss bar now. So maybe what we do is we just sit here and stop making changes to the board for a bit. Oh hey, we did get a second time charred. I mean, I say stop making changes to the board for a bit. We probably should finish the treasuries, though, right? Alright, is there anything else that we want to swap out from this? 5% crit chance with some damage to all, which I like. But we lose 7% attack speed to do it. attack speed is probably... Like, attack speed from items is probably not important. We probably have enough from the terrain that we are over the amount that's actually valuable anyway. So yeah, I think that is an upgrade. That's probably a no. Yellow boots with attack speed on them. Okay. No, I think we're good. Is there a place that we still want outposts? I'm going to put an outpost here. In case we do summon the boss accidentally. We could maybe have a guy come and help us out with that. And we'll put another outpost down there. And then maybe I am, at this point, maybe I am done making plays. Aside from that. You know, if I pulled a Storm Temple... Okay. I would still do this, I think. I think this is still good. Right, we definitely have way more attack speed than we need, and some damage. Oh, I should have placed a forest first. What am I doing? Well, we could get an Oblivion, and then change that over. We get an Oblivion, remove that Storm Temple, place a forest, and then put a Storm Temple back in that spot. I do not value the books very much. I don't think we're really getting anything of value out of letting all of these cards burn. Do I even want to place a treasury? I don't know if we could run a treasury out at this point. Probably not, right? Because we'd have to put it here. We'd have to play 5 tiles of river plus 3 other things. I mean... If we are potentially fighting the boss, we could do this right after we summon the boss. We could just build it out really fast. Am I allowed to change? I'm not allowed to change the order of the cards in the hand right now, so we can't just hold on to the stuff that we would want for finishing that. Wow, we took a lot of damage there. I'm going to put down a village. And then I'm going to Oblivion that, I think. Is it that one? I guess an outpost here is actually pretty sensible, so I'd rather Oblivion like this one. But yeah, we took a lot of damage in that fight in a way that, as you can tell, has me a little, a little bit shaken. We do have another fight against wooden warriors coming up. Maybe that's what I should be Oblivioning, just get rid of those entirely. We're killing a lot of things very, very quickly. So we're definitely still overdoing it on the attack speed. Like, we're having to spend a significant amount of time resting. So do I want to transform some more trees? Could do like this. That gets us a fair number. Yeah, you know what? Let's do it. So we are now on 35 magic damage. We're almost doing as much magic damage as normal damage with our attacks. And do the enemies have armor? I don't know if this number is getting reduced by like an armor value or anything. So like, I'm looking at this and I'm wondering, do we want to... Do we actually want to fight this boss? Or do we want to just bail with the very large number of resources that we're holding? I would definitely feel more confident about the resource bail being the right thing if we had pulled more time shards. We really haven't gotten that many. We do still need a lot of orbs of expansion, though. Alright. Ask me. We're gonna see how this goes. Hoping that my allies will kill the wooden warriors for me. Okay, pretty good. 17 wood, 15 metal, 1 orb of crafts? I don't even know. I don't even know if we need these. Sadly, only 4 shapeless mass. At some point we just completely stopped getting shapeless mass. Uh... This part of the map is pretty hard. We will be at full health for doing it. It's a lot of resources, right? No, we're gonna bail. That's too many resources to throw away. Because we still needed some wood, we still needed some metal. Like, we got a lot of valuable stuff out of that. That was a really good run. Where's the right place to stop pushing your luck? Honestly, I don't know. So the bridge lets the river go under the road. Honestly, it doesn't seem that good, right? Like, do we want this? I don't think we use resources on that. So, we have lots of other things we could build, though. Well, some. We have some other things we could build, though. We could build ourselves a watchtower. It only helps you in battle in the 2 tiles adjacent to the campfire, which sucks. But you could build those tiles up, like... Yeah, it's something. It's unfortunate, like, the things that we're most worried about, like goblins and the woodsman villages and stuff, are things that you don't have any control over where they're placed, so you can't necessarily take advantage of them with the watchtower. Maybe we're mostly using... You know what, we're probably mostly using these build resources on upgrades, right? So upgrading this again will give us more potion refills, more potions to carry with us, and slightly better potions. Upgrading this gets us... Oh, there's a card behind this one. Yeah, let's do that. And yeah, none of that is resources that we need desperately for the things that we're working toward. All right, yeah, he really is just a cartoon pirate, huh? And another yo-ho-ho. Cargo hold will be full of weapons. Oh, that's true. I wasn't really thinking about that, but now he does give us basic stuff for every class, so that is cool. The field kitchen just makes the campfire more effective. The cemetery gives you a resurrection that's, like, not very compelling, but it's still a resurrection. And I think we can spare these resources. So we can't do this yet because we're short the Orb of Time. This one I'm not really that impressed by in any case. I guess I think this would probably be more valuable than the resurrection, because, like, if you're dying and then getting back up at very low health like that, isn't it fairly likely you're just going to die again? Let's do this. This does seem good. More vials does mean more potions. She's right on about that. Okay, the next level of this requires one of those time orbs, unfortunately. So what exactly is this going to cost us? I mean, okay, I don't think this is a huge benefit, but the cost of upgrading this is quite low. We are no longer pressed on orbs of expansion at all. That was a very good orb of expansion run. These new cauldrons will make life better not just for you, but for the whole camp. Cool. He's just... Mix 4 chopped potatoes, half a grated cheese wheel. You're going to be doing that all night. Hero can rest before fighting a boss. That does seem useful. And that upgrade is, yeah, just get some more wood, which we obviously, with this current strategy, we are pulling in a huge amount of. The war camp is just metal and wood, so yeah, metal is going to be the stopping block on that, but we'll get that too. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. I think that was a good, powerful episode. We do still need to actually fight that boss at some point, but now I'm confident that we can get there, and who knows, maybe we would have killed the boss on that run. It's entirely possible. We were very powerful. Alright, I do believe that is where we're going to call it for today. I'm not going to start a new run 54 minutes into the episode. Thank you all so much for watching. Apologies if the grinding is maybe not the most scintillating content, but I think we're through some of the worst of it. I might do one more run just like, basically like that, just off camera, just to try to get some time shards going, because it does seem like that's going to be the slow income resource. And when you come back next time, tomorrow, I think we're going to throw caution to the wind and actually try to fight this boss. And we'll see you then.